Hey, salute Knicks Nation. Thank you guys for checking me out. Appreciate that. Um, as you can see, I've been changing my name often. This is actually the name that I was using for a long time, so I'm gonna just stick with it for now. But, anyways, I don't know if you checked out my last episode. I was talking about Lonzo Ball. There was huge speculation about Lonzo Ball to the Knicks and Eric Bledsoe. But the Pelicans was offering Eric Bledsoe and the first round pick if you wanted to have him. He has 2 more years after his contract is over this year. That's debatable. And today was the final day of the deadline. So the deadline ended. Let's get to it. Let's see where. So according to Yahoo Sports, uh, Knicks deal Austin Rivers and Ignas Brazdeikis. Thank you. And to acquire Terrence Ferguson, Vincent Poirier, and the 2021 second-round pick from Philly in a three-way trade that sends Austin Rivers to OKC Thunder and Ignas Brazdeikis to 76ers. So I hope you got that. So the three, right, Austin Rivers. Anyways, so we got Terrence Ferguson. I kind of like Terrence Ferguson. You know, before the pandemic hit, I was working, I had a full-time job, I was working in a hotel, and so shout out to all my co-workers in the hotel industry and in the hotel I worked, and shout out to the hotel industry. But I have one of my good friends, co-worker, fantasy sports co-worker, shout out to him, and he's a huge OKC fan. I was like, yo, man, I'm telling you, man. I said, yo, I think the Knicks gonna, if I were the Knicks, I would look to get Terrence Ferguson, and that was like I think that's 2018, 2000. You're right, like 2018, around there. So yeah, kind of always liked Terrence Ferguson, man. I thought he was gonna be better because that was the era with Paul George was in OKC. So I'm like, oh man, he has a lot to learn. But I expect him to be a good role player. You have Frank Ntilikina. I think Frank Ntilikina, he was drafted in the same draft class as Frank Ntilikina, and I just look at him like, he should be in the bench, off the bench as well as Frank Ntilikina. I think Frank is a good 11th man off the bench, and I think Ferguson could be the good 12th man off the bench. So, it depends on, how many points they score. If Frank is going to give you 10 points, then I would make that argument that he should be in the rotation, right? I would join the Frank hive and say, yeah, they have a good argument. But if he's not, then he should be the 11th man off the bench or 12th man. And so I expect the same thing with Ferguson. I think he's probably going to be a good defender. And depending how much he scores, then he should be getting minutes. And so I think it's a good piece. It's interesting, right? I think he's an interesting piece. So far it's looking like we have a good 1 through 12 team roster. I mean, that's interesting. I should have possibly put that in this whole thing, but I mean, I was kind of hoping to get like a Thomas Satoransky personally, but I trust Tom Thibodeau's coaching, and I also trust Kenny Payne and Johnny Bryant that this team could go to the playoffs. and that it can at least go to 7 games, right? That's what you want. You want the team to go to 7 games. And if they can win the series, that they have an honest chance to win that series. So that's what I'm hoping. Because it's getting competitive, especially with Chicago, getting Vucevic, uh, Nikola Vucevic, and they also got, I don't know, they traded Wendell Carter Jr. and Porter. It's a huge, I mean, I wasn't prepared to talk about Chicago. I mean, maybe another time I can, but right now it's gonna get real competitive with this with the amount of trades that happen in the East. So let me move right along. Let me move right along. So Yahoo Sports are expected. Knicks are expected to renew interest on trading for Lonzo Ball in the offseason. Yeah, so that's what's being talked about, according to Yahoo News. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know right now. I don't know how I feel about Lonzo Ball. Like he's a great player, but it's just complicated. I don't know, man. I just feel like if you get Lonzo Ball, in my honest opinion, like Derrick Rose, Alfred Payton. Well, Alfred Payton's gonna be done, so we won't have an Alfred Payton. So you'll have Lonzo Ball and Derrick Rose. I don't know. I mean, Lonzo, whoever starts is fine, man. I just think that in the offseason, we're either going the Knicks are either gonna have Lonzo Ball or Derrick Rose. I don't anticipate having both. If we do, then that's a surprise to me. It's, as far as I just can't see it, especially with quickly playing point guard. Also, I mean the point guard position. So um, but I respect Lonzo Ball. I like his game. I like his passing. I like the fact that he played with Julius Randle with the Lakers. I'm a fan of LeVar Ball too, man. I don't dislike LeVar Ball. So some many Knicks fans do. I don't. I think he's cool. And yeah, but I just what I anticipate is the Knicks having 2 first-round picks, and I don't know, man. Like I kind of see, I kind of see Derrick Rose playing point guard, Emmanuel quickly coming off the bench, and the Knicks getting another veteran point guard. Right? That's what I anticipate. I don't know. You know, I don't know about Alonzo. I mean, he's a great player, though. I'm not saying that he's not worth trading for, right? But I don't know. It feels, in my mind, it feels like the Knicks are committed with these players. Like they're really committed to quickly. They're really committed. Um, Derrick Rose. I mean, Derrick Rose. I don't see Tom Thibodeau wanting to get rid of Derrick Rose. So I just see those two, and then a third string point guard. That's what I see. So maybe not off of Payne. Maybe it'll be somebody else. But yeah. Moving right along. Your post repost that in 2018. Season of Ball in the Family. Lonzo Ball is seen reacting to Julius Randle going to the New Orleans Pelicans in a 2-year deal. It says something along the lines of, damn, that one hurt a little bit. So, yeah, maybe Julius Randle could be a good recruit for Lonzo Ball. And that's if the organization sees him as a good fit. Again, I like my whole thing. I like the idea of Lonzo Ball with the JJ Redick. That was kind of cool. I like the I feel like JJ Redick is a good influence with Lonzo Ball. He's making him more aggressive, but Lonzo Ball and Frank lack aggression. So that's and I have my you already know how I sometimes when Frank is not aggressive, man, I'm quick to send him to the bench, man. Send him to the bench, but make him as a third string. Just, so that's what it is with me. So I don't want to be. I don't know how I feel about having Lonzo Ball paying Lonzo Ball $20 million and questioning his motor, his aggressiveness. I see that with Kevin Knox. I see that with Frank Ntilikina. And I know that Lonzo Ball is a better player than both. But I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong in judgment, but it's not easy dealing with these players that, lack aggression, pass up on their shots, always looking to pass. I mean, the looking to pass is great, but you got to stay aggressive. Like, I see Alec Burks starting, and some people hate it. I think it's okay, bro. I like when Alec Burks plays the point guard position. He shoots the ball. Some people don't like that whole concept of scoring point guard. I like it. I'm cool with it. If you got a jump shot, and you know how to, and you can knock it down, go ahead, man. So, actually, I like the idea of keeping Alec Burks next season too, man. 2-year deal, 3-year deal. I like the idea of keeping Burks. So, a lot of people hate it. I actually like the guy. Lonzo Ball has New York High in the wish list, and the players. That's the thing, man. Like, yo, man, if Lonzo Ball's telling you if it's being reported that Lonzo Ball has New York High in their wish list, it's a wrap. He's coming to New York, But I'm also hearing Lonzo Ball to Chicago, so that's debatable. But yeah, man, Lonzo Ball, man. A lot of people love the Lonzo Ball idea. I'm not against LeVar Ball and the Ball family. Let's see what's it going to take, because it looks like if the deal didn't get done, maybe it was too expensive, or maybe the timing wasn't just right. But yeah, that's it. So overall, with the trades, I like the trades that we did. I'm satisfied. I would give it a B. Let me also write down what we acquired this season. So we acquired. I mean, or maybe I should write down the players that we have for this season. I don't know. Something that. I mean, so far I think we did okay, man. So I think it was a good trade deadline. We traded for Derrick Rose, Terrence Ferguson, and I don't know if he's still going to be around. Vincent. This is what we did, right? That's what we did so far this season. The first half of the season, we traded for Derrick Rose, traded for Terrence Ferguson, and Vincent Poirier, and a 2021 76ers second round. According to Tankathon has 76ers having two 2021 second round picks, 44th and 59th. So yeah, right? So the 76ers have two second round picks in 2021. They have the 44th or the 59th. I think the Knicks are going to have either one. So that'll be great. Either or. The Knicks like to use a lot of do a lot of trades. I don't know if I should remind you, but yeah, man. So far, the Knicks are up and coming. They have a good. I think right now the Knicks have a decent roster, 1 through 12. It's not great, but it's interesting. So let's see it all depends on Terrence Ferguson, man. It all depends on Terrence Ferguson. If Terrence Ferguson can play well, can be a good role player, I think we have a chance. Gives the Knicks a chance because I kind of see the Terrence Ferguson pickup because the Knicks do like to have Reggie Bullock, and Reggie Bullock is like a good he's like a good guard, small forward, and also Alec Burke is sort of similar. Like I kind of see what they're trying to. I think I kind of like what they're trying to do here. So interesting team, interesting roster, interesting season for the Knicks, and let's see what happens. So I give you guys 16 minutes. I want to thank you guys for checking me out. Shout out to all these Knicks channels giving you guys good content, and also they gave me opportunity to speak on their channel. So I want to thank them all. Um, and I'm looking to share my panel time. So I want to give these guys a shout out because I want to. My goal now is to give you good content, give you my opinions. That's all I really care. Like if you guys can see my opinions, I always talk my opinion in other people's platform channel, and I like the meeting sometimes. But I'm like, and when I look back at my channel, I don't see anything. So I'm always over here. This is where most of the time I'm always at, right? Oh, well, that's true. Hold on. This is where I'm always at most of the time, right? So I want to thank these guys for giving me a lot of opportunity. Blue Orange Cheese, Legion of Knicks, man. That's what I am most of the time. But then, I want to give these other guys, Sammy Russell, thanks, you can see. And I gotta give credit to Knicks and Bruises. So many, anything else? Sports 5 TV. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep it short, man. But I'm trying to give everybody shout outs. So this is where most of the time, this is I know these guys very well. Nothing but Knicks, BNC, Knicks and Bruises, Sports 5 TV. I hope I didn't miss anybody, man. You know how that goes, man. Things. Anyways, I'm doing the best I could. So I want to thank everybody for checking me out. Shout out to those platforms. You have so many people growing, talking about the Knicks. And yeah, on to the next one, man. So right now, this was just a Lonzo Ball conversation. A lot of people really wanted Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball is an interesting pick. I mean, that's interesting. Lonzo Ball to the Knicks. That's interesting, especially when you think about Lonzo Ball and you know catching a rebound, throwing those long football passes. That's interesting. So let's see how that goes. But I don't know, man. I think the team is kind of decent as is right now, and I think it's looking more competitive. And the real reason why I like this roster now more is because of Terrence Ferguson. It's like, man, the Knicks are decent 1 through 12. I don't know how great they are. I don't know how much talent they have, but it gives. I feel like Tom Thibodeau has a chance to win more games with this roster. All right, guys. Enough with my conversation, talking to you guys, but thanks again. Peace out.